Okay, so I've got the Fusion unit up and running here, obviously. It sounds okay. That's playing through Bluetooth from the phone through the to this Webstations app. I'll turn that off for now. And this is probably going to start playing over the phone. Actually, my phone's about dead here. Hopefully I don't lose my data connectivity. So it's working. The audio quality is decent. I do have an issue, but it's nothing with the Fusion unit. I had a tweeter come loose and damaged the cone on the woofer on this left speaker, so I'll be upgrading that. It still sounds a little bit there, but there's some distortion, especially if I push the volume up. The unit works good. I'm happy. You see the illumination on the hand controls down here. That's really nice for at night like this. That's why I left the lights down so you can see. Lights up. It's easy to see. Power button in the middle. Press and hold the power button for pairing Bluetooth. And you've got volume up and down, and you've got previous and next track. All that works good. Syncing up with the phone, playing through Bluetooth, the audio quality is decent. There you see it just automatically connected the phone. When I turned it back on, it synced up with my phone and launched Pandora. So now we've got a little Waylon Jennings here playing here. So it works well, and I'm happy with that. The issue that I have is, number one, on the controller here, I wish they had done what other companies have done, where the power button, pressing it toggles through your available audio sources, and pressing and holding it will turn it off, and then maybe give us another button for the Bluetooth somewhere or something, or a key press combination for Bluetooth. The issue is that if you want to change that, you cannot do it from this unit. You're very much dependent on using your smartphone. There's a free Fusion Link app. It's available for both Android and iPhone. And it works well when it works. I can't knock the Fusion app yet because I don't know that's their fault. This is a Motorola Droid Razr Max. I think this thing's about 5 years old. I got this when this model first came out, and it's been a long time. It's an old phone. It's an outdated version of the Android operating system. My bank software doesn't work right on this thing. I've got Bluetooth in all the vehicles, both trucks, my wife's car. I've got headphones, headsets for hands-free stuff. You name it, I got the standalone Bluetooth speakers. And this one has a trouble with all of them, so I can't really blame it on this. It's actually, the basic Bluetooth syncing to just play Pandora through the phone is working better than I expected, and I'm actually really pleased with that. It takes a few seconds, but it does connect right up, and it starts playing. And once it's playing, I can play this up, and if I decide I'm tired of that song, I can skip to the next track, and it plays whatever. So for that part, for the basic thing just going down the road, it works. The issue I have with the Fusion Link app, and what I'm going to show here, because it normally has this problem. Let me close Pandora here, because that seems to conflict a lot. The issue is that you're dependent on your smartphone for all of your settings, for changing the audio source, for updating the firmware, for setting the any of the menu options, setting your bass and treble, adjusting your fader and balance. All those kind of settings are done through the smartphone app. Now, the smartphone app is great. It actually makes a good remote. You can actually ignore this, and if you've just got your phone mounted, in like a waterproof holder up here, you've got full control of the phone. Volume up, volume down, mute, whatever. You can also, you're in a parking lot, you can actually stand up, Bluetooth range, you go 30 feet away, whatever, and use your phone to control your stereo, everything about it. So that part is pretty cool. It's just that if it's a phone like mine that has trouble launching apps and getting them to communicate over Bluetooth can be the issue. I'll see if this Fusion Link app will hook up. It doesn't always. A lot of times I get this, please wait. It's looking for available devices, and obviously taking a while. It'll eventually maybe find something. And even when it does, a lot of times when it gets through this, it'll come up with the screen that shows you the available devices, and it'll say BB100, and you click that, and then it has to try to connect to that. So even if I get to that screen, it still sometimes won't connect to it. Yeah, connection failed. I see that I've got BB100 here, and I can click on it. It's going to fail. It's not going to be able to connect. And it's a problem with this phone. I can launch it over here, and I see I've got a pairing request pending. I don't know why it needs a pairing request when it was already connected. We were already playing music, as you heard. This is my phone, not Fusion. I don't blame it on them. It's just, this illustrates the potential issue with their approach. If you're like me and you've got an old smartphone that has these Bluetooth issues with certain apps, if I was on the side of the road, well, that came up pretty quick. Let's see if it'll. No, it didn't. It didn't detect any of them that quick. And see, it reconnected to Pandora because it gave up on that and connected to Pandora, and it's playing music. Bluetooth's working fine. This is a. I'm really just illustrating the problem with the potential issue with their approach. If you got an old phone, if I was, on the side of the road somewhere and trying to switch to playing from the USB or the auxiliary input, I'd probably be kind of pissed right now. But it's not a big deal, and it handles the Bluetooth really well. And the phone is, once you're connected for Bluetooth, it's like any other Bluetooth speaker. You can turn it's automatically launching Pandora for me here, but I can switch to any app on the phone, and this is my speaker output. I can switch to see what's on Spotify. Before that was a Radio Classique app. Bluetooth works good. The audio quality is decent. I like the ease of being able to use the control here. It's illuminated. The buttons are easy to hit with gloves. I need a new smartphone, obviously. But the Fusion Link app that approaches the potential link leak. If your phone is handling it well, you're good to go. You'll never have an issue. And it actually looks at your display. You can, it shows you what song's playing or whatever, mounted up on your dash. But if your phone has an issue with it, you're going to be frustrated with this head unit.